you're no drummer, this is the place to be. Using your finger all the way to glory. Follow the rhythm, snap, snare, kick the beat like an algorithm. You'll soon get it. Tap your fingers like a human jackhammer. If you miss one out, don't act like a loser. Get back on track before you mess it up. Fake it, make it, and toughen up, buttercup. Now focus, you can't afford to miss a beat. Stay with me, you ain't got time for any tweet. There's more coming, you should stay in line. Here's more drumming, no time to whine. If you think this is hard, just wait till the end. This sure gets worse as is the usual trend. It's bend or break, fingers flowing like crazy. Make no mistakes, don't you dare get all clumsy. Clap, clap, think you're up to the task. Think you got time to smile and bask. We're going minimal, digital and completely lethal. It's a gamble, a hassle, a razzle, dazzle. But wait, here comes the final. Digits on the drums, don't you ruin the mood. Clap back on the beat, finger licking good. Go down on the snare, pretend you're drowning. Boom boom goes the bass when you start banging. Fingers crossing, working up to the climax. Smack that, tap that, maximize your impact. No butterfingers here, we won't go slower. Grind up till you're feeling on fire. Grind up till you're feeling on fire.
I am afraid I feel like nothing. Back at it again with this empty feeling. Sleeping badly, getting up at noon, spending the night blinking up at the moon. I say I'm tired, I laugh about my insomnia. I smile, but my feelings are in apnea. Pretending I can still feel euphoria when my laugh sounds like hysteria. Every day I drag myself up and down, reimagine my bedsheets as a ball gown, wearing my bed hair like a crown. I feel like depression royalty. And no, that's not even rhyming, but I'm way past the point of caring. I worry the feelings won't return this time, but I also worry they can return anytime. But quite messy. Sometimes I feel safer in my apathy. No, I know it's not unhealthy, but to be fair, the whole point is I don't really care. Don't worry, I've been through this before. Think of it as an encore. At least this time I know enough to admit that even if I can cry, my heart sure isn't it. from what was left in my mind's graveyard. I will build again if I were to crumble, and I'll be alright, even if I stumble.
Are you tired of huge games with too many things in it? Tired of hearing about games that only come out once you've entirely forgotten about them?
Too long development cycles?
Too big teams? Too big
games? Well, we have a solution for that.
Hello, we are Small Dreamers.
We've been toying with the idea of making games together for a long time, and the time seems right.
The goal of Small Dreamers is to make bite-sized games, short experiments, each made within a 10 to 12 week time frame.
We plan on documenting our progress with weekly live streams, short, quick video updates, and regular devlogs. And all our games will be available for free on itch.io.
We have a ton of ideas we want to try out, and the list keeps growing.
We want to remain independent and use as many open source tools as possible.
We'll try to stay on schedule while taking care of our health. The goal is to avoid the crunch that's so prevalent in the games industry.
We wouldn't be able to do this without your direct support. So, if this sounds interesting to you, consider joining the Patreon. Lost, I am lost. Come in, I'll be your host. See my inner tantrum, erratic heart, a drum. Cold, I feel cold, mixing the young and old, curled in patterns of frost. Shiver let it down. Better that than underground.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this here stream. Let me find my face real quick. Where am I? Here I am. Hello. Hello, Shashamax. Welcome to this stream. Mew will be here at some point, maybe, hopefully, a little later. Hello, Egan. Hello, Guy. Guy A7. Welcome to the game, to the stream. Not yet to the game. Came in a little bit. You'll see it. There's been a bit of progress. The game looks a little bit more like a game. You can do more stuff in it now. And yeah, it's been fun. Mew will be here in a little bit, hopefully. In the meantime, I'm just gonna show you what I did. So far, not much has changed. There's now checkpoints. I don't remember if they were here last week. I don't think so. There's checkpoints. There's a big white thing that I'll talk about in a little bit. And I made a little track over here that we're not going to be using right now, but whatever. So yeah, I've been busy all week, trying to figure out how this game works and how it gets together and stuff. It's a half pipe. Exactly, it's a half pipe. Since the goal is to, let me just have a little refresher here for everyone. This game is it's a racing game that's inspired by futuristic racing games like Star Wars Racer, but instead of racing in a race car or something, you're sitting on a little bar of soap and being dragged around by two ducks, because that seemed funny and interesting to do. Here's the car so far. It's not yet modeled, but this is it. I've been working on the customization screen, and so far I have this. So the car is turning around, and the idea is that you'll be able to add customization to the left ducky and the right ducky. I don't know how that's gonna work yet. That's a problem for future me, but so far we have this, and it works pretty well. It's nice and slowly rotating. But yeah, so we're making a little game, a little racing game that's gonna be physics based. So it's gonna be hard and weird, which is fun. Let's go for a little ride, shall we? Oh yeah, so I now have a very, very basic. Where's my controller? Oh, here it is. A cat made it move, I think, probably. So yeah, so far we have this. I set up a little controller and a little menu so that I can test stuff out a little easier. You can already see a bunch of different stuff. The cars are a lot more stable, thanks to someone on Reddit who suggested to put them a little further away and a little further apart instead of their early position. They were really close by each other. Maybe I can. No, I cannot really put them back together again, because it doesn't work like that at the moment. And yeah, someone on Reddit suggested to put them further away from each other so that they could so that it made the entire thing more stable, which works very well. So now you can basically drive around pretty well. It's still a little messy because I haven't built any tracks yet, but it's fun. And I've been adding a lot of juice and stuff, like the speed lines that you can see around the screen that are not final. They need to be colored and they need to be textured and stuff, but they're there, they're working. Some engine bubble things, the bubbles of when you're floating around, when you're sliding around. And if you go really fast, let me see if I can figure that out. If you go really fast, you have some screen distortion. The entire thing goes crazy. Let me see if I can wrestle this. When boosting, the entire thing becomes pretty uncontrollable. But it's fun. I'm having fun toying around with this and just figuring out the checkpoints and stuff. Yeah, look at this. It's a bunch of shaders. The distortion on the screen is pretty fun. And the faster you go, the worse it gets. So it goes crazy. Yep. And I've added in checkpoints and timers and respawns and stuff. So you can now reset your car whenever you get lost or something. And you go for a drive. And if you look in the top right corner over here, you can see the checkpoint times and the lap times. That's for all you speedrunning nerds. That's that will try to wrestle this car around the track as fast as possible. It's getting there. I'm not gonna finish the track. Oh yeah, I can finish the track right now if I want to. But then once you get over the finish, it says finish, and yeah, it says finish, and you cannot race your car anymore. So I added in, that's what I did today. So if you were on the Patreon, you haven't read that yet. I haven't seen this because I only made it this morning. Basically, I added a restart button that doesn't reload the level. It's just respawning and resetting the timers, and you can go again. Because I really wanted to figure out a way to restart the race fast without having to reload the entire level. And I hope this is gonna remain quite fast, even if we add more stuff to the game. So it seems to be working pretty well. I can just restart the race whenever, and bam, and it starts over. There's a timer and stuff. Everything will still be made pretty at some point, but we're getting there. And it's getting pretty... I'm not sure if it's getting easier to control or if I'm just getting better at it. It's probably a little bit of both. Oh, okay, here we go. Hello, Vera. Let's go right in the half pipe real quick. And I can show you the other thing I did was toying with the gravity, which was a really hard thing to do, but it works now, sort of. You can drive up this slope and the car just sticks to it, which is nice. Well, I haven't tuned it yet, so you can still fall off and everything goes crazy, and now we're stuck. But you can drive up the walls, and that's gonna be a big part of our track design. I don't want to copy Mario Kart that much. We'll see how it goes. I kind of want to make the car explode, so we'll see. There's not much to fish out of the sea if the... Oh, I messed up. Come on. I can get up there. I can get up there. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Here we go. So yeah, you can now drive on the side. So if we, since we want to race in bathtubs, in giant bathtubs, it's gonna be important to be able to race around in this kind of tracks. Don't mind the ducks; they're a little freaking out a bit, but it's working. Is the soap fizzes out and the ducks drown? Yeah. No, I want stuff to explode. We've made 2 games without explosions. That's not good. We need to make... Ooh, look at that! I'm getting good at this. On accident. But I'm on top of the bathtub thing now. And then up, go back into the thing and make everything crash. Yeah! It's still a mess, but it works. And I've been having fun adding this arrow as well. I'm calling it the Crazy Taxi arrow because that's the game I can remember having that. But I don't remember. I don't. There's probably other games that use the same kind of thing. It's pretty easy to implement. In Godot, it takes like one line of code. It's just a look at feature. You tell it, look at that thing, and the thing it's looking at is the next checkpoint you have to get to, and that's it. And it works flawlessly. It's really easy, and it was fun to implement. I'm glad it worked immediately. I like when stuff does that. Anyway, I've been racing around for a bit now. Here we go. So yeah, and soap bubbles and stuff. What did I implement more? Yeah, half price is the half pipe stuff is implemented. The let's go under the hood a bit. So for the half pipe, what I did is basically I have an area now, an area 3D. Where's the half pipe here? It's called test pipe or something. Test tube. Here it is. There's an area in here that basically detects when your car is in it, and if your car is in it, it changes the gravity so that it points in the same direction the car is pointing, which should work okay in most cases unless you flip your car, and if you do, well, you'll probably want to reset anyway. But I guess it will make you fly away, maybe? I don't know. I haven't tried that. And it's one line of code. It's just look at the rotation of the thing, and where is that's not the code. I don't remember where it is. Here it is. It's the gravity direction of the area is just the gravity direction of the car. So it's always pointing down, and that's it. It works really well. It's fine. It's fun. I'm glad that it was easier than I thought, because I'd been trying that for a game I was trying to make back in January when I didn't know much about code, and it was terrible to learn. I didn't know anything about it, and it was really frustrating. But I got there now, 10 months later, 11 months later, which means that I have made progress. Surprising, isn't it? So yeah, what's more? I did a bunch of timer stuff. That was kind of hard to implement. That was a mess. Probably the most code I wrote for this game so far, and I didn't even write most of it because it's a plugin. But it's working, and I'm having fun. It's nice to figure stuff out and learn how the checkpoints and how stuff like that is calculated in games, and getting the times that are in milliseconds and stuff, and having to convert them and everything. It's been quite a lot of work, but it's been fun. Okay, let's see what more. Yeah, the timers and the laps, that's what I did. It goes pretty quickly. It feels like not much has happened in a week, but it was a lot of work to figure out this lap system as well. Let's see. It's now it's a checkpoint system that's basically an let's see. Here it is. It's an array of checkpoints, and they just. I'm gonna nerd about code for a bit. Huh? Mew's not here. I can do what I want. So yeah, it's basically an array of checkpoints, and the script checks has a number that says, okay, current checkpoint is the first one, and whenever you pass one, it knows which one is the next one and which one is the current one, and that info is is shown back to the timers, and that's how you get the nice timer stuff going on over here. And there's a global timer, and then there's two different timers that go on, one for the laps and one for the checkpoints. There's probably maybe there's a better way of doing it, but this felt like the easiest one to implement. Just have a second checkpoint, just have a second timer that calculates the lap times. And since they're synced and they run together, the times are always the same. So far, I haven't noticed anything different, but they're pretty good. And hopefully next week I'll have time to maybe start building the first track, or maybe make a soap bar or something interesting. Because I'm getting a little tired of looking at this white box dragged about by a bunch of white blobs. But that doesn't matter. It's fun. I've been thinking about the styles and stuff. It's gonna be an experience to figure this out. To build, I kind of wanted to be more stylized than our previous two games. Not that they weren't stylized, but a little crunchier, a little more intense, and it's gonna be a fast game. It still needs tuning and stuff because it's not yet real fast, but we're getting there. And yeah, so far so good. Little half pipe that will become a bathtub. It will have to be greater resolution and stuff, because right now you can still feel whenever you switch polygons on here. You go from this to this, from this one to this one, and you can you can tell when you're climbing up that it angles all at once. It's like tack 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 tack, and that's no good. But it's all testing work. I'm still messing around with the systems and stuff. Next big part is going to be the customization and the the customization and the menus, and then setting up maybe a way to have different tracks and stuff. I'm not sure yet how many we'll be able to build. It's probably gonna be at least a couple, like 2 or 3 minimum. Since they're all bathtubs, it's just gonna be variations, probably. I don't know. And maybe I can set up a way to have them mirrored or something. I don't know. That's something that old school race games had. All the tracks that you can play normally, mirrored, or in reverse or something. Maybe we could set something up like that.
Yeah, or you can have just one bathtub that makes multiple tracks.
Yeah, we'll see. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I am exhausted.
Yeah, I can figure it out. Yeah, have you seen the progress a bit? Have you been watching for a bit, or did you just now jump in?
I jumped in right now for the stream, but yeah, I did try the build.
Yeah.
Different state of things very quickly, but
is it better to control, or am I just getting good at my messy stuff?
it is better to control.
Okay, that's
but
good.
But you're also getting better at your own messy stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Also, but it is definitely better to control than last week.
And we wanted it to be sort of hard to control, but it still needs some tuning. We'll need to figure stuff out.
I didn't have time to really test. Nah. So yeah. But yeah, hi everyone. Hi again. Yeah.
It's a mess, this game. It's fun.
I love it.
I'm still spinning about everywhere. As soon as you boost, basically it's gone.
Yeah, basically the control is gone. You're just like, whatever.
It's okay. I need to go in a straight line here. Here we go.
Yeah.
I figured out that if you angle the sticks like this, alternatively, it works really well to go in a straight line. If you just press both forward at the same time, since you aren't exactly positioned perfectly, it doesn't work. Since you're almost never perfectly 100% in a straight line, if I press both forwards like this, you just immediately spin out.
Oops.
It's kind of funny. I don't know how to correct that, but that's a future me problem.
I don't think it needs to be corrected.
No, that's true. I kind of like that the boosting is just completely over the top and messy.
Yeah, no, we still need to restrict it a bit.
Of course.
At least usable.
Yeah. Right now it's not really usable.
No. Well, not at the dimensions we have for testing. With the bigger track, it works better for sure.
Yeah. Have you seen the half pipe thing? Have you tried it?
Sorry?
Have you tried driving in our half pipe?
No.
No. Let's see. It's a little messy because it's very low detail right now. It's just like a pipe that I scaled up a lot.
So it's
here we go.
Yeah, see, that's an issue if you can't make a sharp turn.
There you go.
Oof.
I'm getting
Alright.
really good at this stupid game. It's almost like I built the damn thing myself.
Yep.
But yeah, you can ride up and just hang out and then go back down if you want to. The camera messes up all the way. I don't know why. I need to figure that out. There's still a lot of issues here, but you can now drive on the walls, and that was a big part of driving in bathtubs that I
yes.
wanted to do.
Fairly important.
It's
Yep.
fairly important. I'll have to figure out why the ducks are spinning out, but for now you can pretty much just drive on the wall normally.
Yeah.
And it works okay. And then you can fly off into space if you want to.
Bye, world.
Ah.
Yeah. No, it looks very fun.
It
love
is.
the
It is. I've been messing around off and on, and sometimes I'm just like, okay, but I've been playing for a couple seconds. I know what I wanted to do, and it works. Great. Let's move on. And I'm still like, oh, I forgot something. I implemented something this morning. I added
you?
a quack button.
I can't hear it. I don't have the sounds. No.
There's a quack
I
button.
can't hear the
It's
quack.
really low because I didn't adjust it correctly, but it's there. Let me see if I can.
Press the quack button. What's the button?
It's A. Just press A to quack.
Perfect.
And at first I had it on both ducks, but then it just kept quacking doubly, and I didn't want that.
Yeah.
Ducky. Here's the ducky. Here's the quack button. Let me make it a little louder. Let's go -10 for now. And save and reload.
Yes, again, gaming at its best.
Gaming at its best.
Quack.
Press A to quack.
Very important. The best button.
Yeah, if you don't have the sound on, you can hear it. On stream, they'll be able to hear it now.
Yeah, no, people can hear it on the stream, but
And you can always try it later.
Yep.
It's still just the quack sounds I made real quick for the trailer, for the video the other day. So they're not perfect, and I'll have to adjust them a bit.
Okay.
And also you can't hear them if you're going real fast, the camera is too far from the ducks to hear it.
Okay. All right, yeah.
I need to
Fair
figure
enough.
it's getting there.
Yeah.
If you make it real close and then
And that was the point. And then we polish afterwards.
exactly. First figure stuff out and then you polish.
Yeah.
And so far, yeah, we're clearly at the rough stage.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get tired of this big white block of not soap. So I'm thinking about probably maybe tomorrow, maybe somewhere this week, I'm gonna make a bar of soap. Because the ducks I kind of like for some real weird reason.
Huh?
They're real simple, but I kind of like their shape. They're funny. But this bar of soap is just a block, and I want to make a real bar of soap now.
Okay.
I'll see. I don't know if I'll do that. If I want to switch up, moving on from Godot and doing some Blender for a bit because it's been a while.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, I've been looking at all this stuff for way too long. I've started coloring stuff in random bright colors, as you can see.
Yeah.
Just so it doesn't look all the same. Also, this track all around, it feels real slow to drive on it because there's no variation in the color. And even though it's real big, so this is like 800 meters or something. And if you drive on it, it just feels like you're not moving at all because there's nothing moving on the floor.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a learning curve to have how to make the bathtub feel fast. Because the bathtub is by definition quite white.
Yeah, but the bathtub is the area of play.
Yeah.
It's not the track.
No, that's true. We'll see.
It's the decor. So if we draw the track with a texture or something, then you get that.
Yeah, this I don't know if I showed you this, that the track is just a path 3D, the same thing as we used for the previous game, and that you can basically adjust it however you want, and
Yeah, I saw that.
the path will just the mesh that's attached to it will just update automatically. So that's real fun. That's nice. It works well, and I can angle it and stuff. It's nice. It works well.
Cool.
So I don't know if we'll use this for anything. If we're gonna use this specifically for the tracks or whatever, or if we're gonna have an open area that's just a huge bathtub with a bunch of suggestions of tracks that are just textures or something. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I think using that is cool because you
Yeah.
can adjust it in Godot. And it's probably simpler than drawing them on Blender.
I think so too, because and also this has tweakability.
Yeah,
if you can just grab the thing and be like, okay, this one needs to be a little wider, up, and
yeah,
done.
or
It's
I need another
wider.
one between those two and stuff. So it's yeah, no, it's.
This
I think
seems
it's
like a good
simpler to use
idea.
that. It would just be like, how do we apply more refined texturing on it?
Of course. Oh, but that's
And orient
easy.
it
You can
better.
just tell it it's just a material. You can
Yeah, no, but just
give it the
you know,
thing you want and then
what's the
mess with the
texture we
UV.
want and stuff like that.
Yeah, the tutorial
Oh.
followed put a road texture
know.
on it, and it worked really well.
Wait, I know.
You know?
The tracks are dirt, and you're cleaning with the soap.
Oh, that's a good idea. I don't know how to
World building.
I don't know how to erase the dirt though, but that
Me
doesn't
neither.
matter.
I'm not sure it matters, to be honest. But
The tracks are dirt and you have to clean it up.
yeah, you're cleaning the bathtub. That's why you're a soap.
That's gonna be disgusting though.
I mean, not necessarily. We don't have to be too realistic with that. But, you know, if it's just, you know, a bit of dirt, like, I don't know, dust or something,
Yeah.
and just, you know, the tracks aren't continuous, one block of material, but just like tracks of it, might work better.
That could be a gameplay thing, that it's just a bunch of dirt particles to pick up. I don't know. That the checkpoints could be all the dirt things you have to pick up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that could be fun.
And when you pick it up, the dirt disappears.
Oh, yeah.
It could be doable.
Be something in there.
There's something there.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
me write-
we have something. Yep.
yeah, let me write that down. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
The checkpoints be dirt or something to clean up with the soap and disappear. It's almost like it's a game of Snake.
Yeah. Again, is saying maybe we do the dishes.
Yeah, that could be possible
It's
as
in the
well.
bathtub, so I don't know. Where do you do your dishes in the bathtub? But why not?
Why not? Why not? Could be possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have the checkpoints be dirt, something to clean up and disappear. Oh, that seems like a good idea. We're pivoting this game. It's gonna be fast, but it's also gonna be cleaning.
It's gonna be stupid, is what it is.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
But that was the plan, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we've made a semi-serious game and and a silly game that was sort of serious. And now we're just gonna make a game that's full stupid.
Yeah.
It
We
goes with
went
the energy levels of
silly.
the room.
This is a silly game,
Yes,
and it's supposed to be. That's fine.
that's the plan. I like it.
Yeah. Me too.
Well, of course, it's gonna be a silly game. Look at this. It's two ducks with rocket engines strapped to them, pulling a bar of soap around. Of course, it's gonna be stupid.
I mean, yeah, when you put it that way.
Yeah, I've been thinking about the visual style and stuff a bit, and I'm gonna try stuff out with some shaders here and there.
Yeah.
I really want it to be a little cartoony and a little messy and a little.
Same. Probably gonna have to do a bit of hand painting on the textures.
Yeah.
to get that,
Yeah, have
kind
it
of
really,
painting,
really
comics,
tactile, really,
yeah,
really
something that
brushy.
is,
That you can see all the brush strokes and stuff.
well, I'm not sure where I'm gonna be able to do
Sorry
that.
about the dog.
But you do have, the hand painted textures. It's not about style having like the painting strokes, but it's still a very distinct type of way of painting an object. So we would still have some interesting results, I think, even without going too far
Yeah, of
in
course.
the
It's not.
sketching.
We're not gonna
But
paint everything.
if we do want more stroke effects and stuff, I think it would be more shaders.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll try and find
Sketchy
some
effects.
shadery stuff.
Yeah, I remember finding stuff that was interesting, so maybe we could use that.
Yeah, back in the day, or wherever you like, there was a bunch of stuff we tried out, and I'll try to find
Yeah,
some of
but
those.
also, yeah, I have found a few others for Robert, but we
Yeah.
didn't look
And
at
we can
because
maybe adapt them in some way. It should be doable. I don't know how. I'm not very good with shaders, but will be something interesting to learn
yeah,
at some
we'll see
point.
what we find. But yeah, that plus hand painted textures should be an interesting result. Hopefully.
We'll see. It will be something.
Yeah, and also we need to think about the resolution because so far we've done very rough low poly.
Yeah.
And this might require a bit less low poly, a bit more poly.
If it's
Medium
too low poly, it's gonna be hard to look at.
Yeah, exactly.
If everything moves fast.
Gonna be a medium poly. I'm gonna say it like that.
Yeah. I was thinking about
simplified shapes, but still.
There's a game that came out that basically emulates the Sega Saturn style of racing game, and it's more of a karting type racer. It's a parking garage rally circuit something game.
Yeah.
And it's basically driving rally cars around parking garages.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like the look of it because it looks real clean and chunky, and it looks good.
Huh.
I don't know how well it would scale to our project and our size in that visual style, but it's something to look at. And that one is pretty low poly, but it feels clean. And I like that.
Okay. Sure.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, we haven't decided anything yet on the visual style.
We need to do some testing, I think.
So far we've said, that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie looked cool. And that's basically it.
Take inspiration from it. Let's go.
Let's go. And
I see what you mean.
And we said it's gonna be stupid. That's about it.
We want it stupid.
So we'll see. Have you seen my beautiful customization screen that doesn't do anything yet?
Yeah. That is wonderful.
There's gonna be a bunch of text here that says left ducky, right ducky, and you'll be able to select what you want to add to each duck, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Pimp your duck.
Pimp your duck.
Exactly. That's gonna be something. We've started a list, and there's about 4 or 5 things on it yet, but well, it's early days, and we haven't really started thinking about it.
Yeah. But, the UI of this is gonna be hellish. Okay, fair. Fun times.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. You just have to look up a bunch of customization screens from other games and pick what you like. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, no, that's not the issue. It's still gonna be a pain.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be a pain.
It's gonna be a pain to make.
Like, I don't know how I even want to select things to.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, it's gonna be all menus, but since the game is fully built with controls, sorry, stuff is falling down behind me.
Yeah.
So there's I don't know yet. It's gonna have to all be controlled with the controller, so I have to set up everything, and I remember that being really hard to do with wherever you hike, because you basically have to go to every button and tell it what happens to what button you go if you go left, right, up, or down. So you need to first put everything down in the correct spots, and then you go over each button. and tell it, here, go left, go right, go up, go down. And if you
Yes.
go left, you go here. If you go right, you go here. If you go up, yeah, you can't go any more up, so you just stay there and stuff like that.
Yes.
It's
Okay. Not
a bit
fun.
of work, but it's doable.
Of course it is.
It's always doable.
Not the easiest for sure.
No, and it takes a little bit of figuring out. It's just like the coding for this morning. This reset button, the restart button I added this morning. It took me all morning just to try to figure it out on how to make it work without having to reload the level, which is something I wanted to do. So basically now you don't have to, it doesn't reload the level, it just resets the timers and puts you back at the start. And if we have moving objects and stuff in the levels, well, I'll figure those out later. It seems doable. I think they just have a starting state and they can return to that.
Mhm.
But we'll see. Oh, I've made the track real wonky over there. I forgot. I forgot I'd been moving this thing around. I was like, "What's going on over here?"
Oops.
Yeah, that's me. I cannot. I don't think I'll be able to fly up there yet.
Oh,
No.
maybe.
No, I'm not good enough
no.
at this game.
Damn.
It's too messy to
yeah.
control, and the ducks go
Well-
all over the place. Whenever you go up, it's gone. Everything's gone. It's over. If you do this up, the control is over. You can't see anything anymore.
Okay, no air control. Fine.
No air control. I'll have to figure something out. Maybe I'll figure it out at some point, but not right now.
Sure.
It's to do with the gravity stuff, and because the other controller I was trying to make work, the character body, those cannot influence one another, so I couldn't have two separate ducks, so that was annoying. So I had to scrap the plane idea I had at the beginning.
Mhm.
And these are rigid bodies, so they are influenced by forces you apply on them. So every time I push a button, they add some force to the thing, and the physics engine makes them move. So if you go up, well, they just go up, and then they want to fall back down immediately because they don't have a flying thing. I think I could make them fly maybe and make them control better, but I don't know how important that'll be. If it's too important in the game, I'll add it at some point and try to figure it out. But I don't think it's very necessary right now, at least.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm gonna be tweaking this. I've been tweaking the settings here and there on and off, like trying to figure out why they are doing this when you're on the wall and stuff. But it's getting there.
Yeah, no, it is. Definitely.
It is. There's more stuff now that there was last week, which was the point.
Yeah. And hopefully in the next 2 weeks I'll have more time
Oh
to
yeah.
do things finally. That would be nice. But yeah.
Sometimes everything happens at the same time and it's annoying.
Oh yeah, like I had not much happening for a few months and then everything at the same time.
Of course. It's always like that. That's annoying. But I'm here and I don't have anything else going on at the moment, so I can just work on this all day. I really like the bubbles effect. It looks good.
Yeah, it works very well for something so simple. It's so very nice.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of spheres of different sizes that are slightly transparent. And they happen only when you're here. And since you're moving so fast, it feels like they're dragging behind, but they just spawn in one place and stay there. They don't even move. It's you that do the moving. They move a little bit, but not a lot. If I slow down, yeah, you can see them, and they disappear pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, no, that works very well.
Yeah, it looks great. It was like my first test. I was like, okay, maybe I need to do something like this, and I tweaked it only a tiny bit, and it worked immediately. I was like, okay, great, done, perfect, moving on.
Yeah. Honestly, also maybe we should actually slow it down a bit.
The movement.
The speed in general, like have it generally a bit slower.
We'll see.
I don't know. It seems like a lot of it is very, very fast.
Oh yeah, everything is real fast at the moment. Yeah, on purpose, but yeah, it's hard.
Slightly too much, especially if we have a boost. Like consider like the top speed where you can control the thing should be the boost.
Oh yeah, I get it.
and then you slow from there.
Yeah.
Slightly too fast. Not by much. I don't think so.
This is fine, and it's learnable pretty quickly, and I can now decide
Even
how
if
I
it's
want to drive and
learnable,
stuff.
it's not precise enough. It's still a bit too
It's a little messy.
Yeah, and so you can't do like a sharp turn or something
Oh no, you cannot do
all.
sharp turns.
at
How
all.
sharp can I make
You
turns?
should be
Oh,
able to
pretty
do
sharp.
something kind of. No, it's not sharp because you're when you stop, you're not going.
No, I'm sliding all over the place. That's true.
You have to stop. So yeah, I think we would need slightly sharper turns and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
I'm gonna try
probably-
and how sharp I can make the turns for now. I need to build a couple walls and just see how fast how quickly, and I'm gonna base my measurements on the size of these Godot logos.
Mhm.
Because I think they're 10. They're 10 meters wide at the moment.
Okay.
It's 10 by 10, so it's pretty easy to measure out. So okay, I can turn in 3 squares, so that's pretty good, but not
40
sure.
meters?
And we'll see if I can
Not so bad.
completely turn around in like 3 squares, and how fast I go, and how much the thing turns around, and how much it swings about. Because I
Yeah.
still want it to feel a little messy and floaty.
Oh
Because
yeah, no, it's
it's a
supposed to be,
soap bar.
but I think it's still like a bit too fast and a bit too janky.
Yeah.
And since we have a boost to make it real fast,
Oh,
when
the
we
boost
want,
just makes everything go crazy. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have a good.
just lower the bar generally.
It's a lot of tuning work to do.
Yeah, definitely. But
Well,
yeah, no,
and
we're
clearly
definitely getting
last week I played Star Wars Racer, and it doesn't feel as fast as this.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel as fast as you remember usually.
And
This game, like, every time I replay it, I'm like, it felt faster in my memory.
yeah, it goes pretty fast, especially if you're on the later levels and they're pretty narrow, and you have to turn and adjust a lot, and you have upgraded your car a lot. Then it goes fast, and it really feels fast as well.
Yeah.
But right now it's just the normal play when you start, it's pretty slow.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
It feels
yes,
fast with the sound and stuff.
Oh, definitely. That's also a thing. And already there with the effects and stuff, I think we can slow down and still feel fast.
Yeah. And
So,
it will also,
actually
and
extremely
what makes it go feel faster is having a bunch of stuff that's around the track, and that's
Yeah.
on the floor and in the sky,
of
and
course,
stuff
like,
moving.
If you don't
and
have any indication of movement
yeah,
around in the decor, in the environment, yeah, for sure, you don't feel fast.
yeah. Right now it feels fast because you're on the floor with a bunch of squares. That's when it feels
Yeah.
fast. If you're on the track, you don't feel anything, and in the half pipe, it's the same.
Yeah, but still, I would say we're turning a bit too sharp, and also it would already help adjust the controlling problem
Of course.
to slow down a bit. So I would say we should feel a bit slower.
Yeah. I'll have a little
Be
go
slower
at it.
but feel as fast would be nice too. That probably more effects.
It should be possible.
Add juice. Where's the button for that? Add juice.
Add juice. Yeah, I've been adding juice a lot. I like.
Oh yeah.
I'm having fun.
Definitely.
As soon as I'm tired of something, I'm just like, okay, let me add some weird visual glitch here and there.
Yeah,
Let me add
well,
some bubbles. Let me add an engine. Let me add some speed lines and stuff.
Yep.
I've been going crazy with it. I'm trying. I'm
works
gonna add
super
some
well.
squash and stretch and whatever here and there. Like the menus and stuff, I want them. It's why I want it to feel bouncy and fun and interesting.
Cool.
And a little messy as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Cool.
sort of a vaguely punk vibe.
I'm in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun to have the cleaning aspect with that. Because it's gonna be like, everything is dirty, you clean, that's it. That's fun.
Yeah, and we haven't decided on what is going to sit on the soap bar as well.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we don't need anything, to be honest.
No, we don't really need anything. It could be just that it's the ducks that have to work together to clean the soap,
Yeah.
to drag the soap around or something.
That would work.
But in my head, it's kind of funny to have something sitting on the soap, holding on for dear life on the reins.
Oh yeah, I want just the creature being like, ah!
Yeah, the
and having its
visual
body
seems fun if you
flapping.
can have it floppy, the head like
Yeah.
being floppy or something, and just it moving
Or
around
maybe
whenever
it's-
you turn fast or something.
Yeah, or maybe it's just like very calm when you're going at a normal speed, but when you boost, it goes like that. It has to hang out and the legs flap behind stuff.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, for that
okay.
we have to build something, a character. We cannot just reuse Robert. Well, we could, but I don't want to.
Fine.
Otherwise, we're just gonna use Robert for every game, and that's that.
We could use Pierre.
I don't really like Pierre.
Okay, fair enough.
I made him real quick because I wanted to make a puppet,
How
and then
about
he was
Juan?
my version 1, and I was like, yeah, good enough.
Oh, it works.
And you liked
But
him, so I was like, okay, great. They like
No,
it.
it works
Great.
very well. I like him.
Yeah.
But also, how about Juan the T-Rex?
We can add him somewhere, and he's gonna be there. That's for sure. I almost want to go back into wherever you hike and add him somewhere. Have a secret update, which doesn't work because itch.io doesn't do automatic updates.
No.
And if I go back into that game, I want to fix everything, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, so well, maybe
Not yet.
add it to the list of things you can add.
Yeah, someday. Someday I'll go back and be like, okay, let's take like, I don't know, a couple days and fix as many bugs as I can, make it a little bit better.
And hide Juan behind a tree.
And yeah, hide him somewhere. Maybe even Robert somewhere. I don't know. Add a
At the bottom of
secret detection area that when you pass by, it will just say interact and Robert will drop out of the sky as a ragdoll.
Nah, we said no jump scares.
That's true.
So it would be more like maybe you find it, at the bottom of a dip or a cliff.
With a little backpack.
And you're like, oh,
Lost hiker.
Yeah, lost hiker, Didn't plan for water. Told you.
He didn't have water. He's immediately dehydrated.
Yeah, for sure. Okay,
Terrible.
that's
Every game is a horror every game is a horror game if you try hard enough.
yeah.
A little quackback.
Quack quack.
Yeah, we'll reuse all our Blender, all our creations over here and there, especially for Easter eggs and stuff. The T-Rex is for sure gonna be there at somewhere on the edge of the bathtub or something.
And I mean that as soon as we've made plastic ducks, rubber ducks, we have a whole game that's half on water.
That's true.
We can have a duck somewhere on the water.
We have a bunch of games everywhere. We have, and we're not, yeah, and we have a bunch of ideas about games with water as well.
Yeah. So the rubber ducks, they're an investment for the future.
Everything we build is going to be reused. That's just efficient.
Yep, that's just smart.
That's
I
just
mean,
smart.
why not?
We've reused, I think, pretty much every model except for like the canoe. We reused from wherever you hiked to Robert's Spooktacular Ghost Train. Most of the trees have been reused. At least the ones without leaves have been reused. I've stolen the backpack, the shark decal.
Yep.
Pretty much everything. The docks I've used. I think I didn't use the mushrooms or the flowers, but the bushes for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much everything we modeled for wherever we hike was reused for Robert.
most of it. Not the canoe, but
Not the canoe, because it was big and it was hard to fit in one of those
didn't
square
fit in.
modules.
it didn't fit in.
I had several ideas for it, but never really made sense because if you put a canoe somewhere, it happens to the canoe and not to you.
Yeah.
And it was less fun. Did
But
you just have an
also
idea?
Consider a little Venice room.
Mm.
A little Venice module with Roberts on the canoe going like as if it's how do you call it?
The
with any
carnival?
boats. Yeah.
Yeah, and just row by and be like,
Yeah. Oh, sole mio. Anyway. Yeah, it would be a
later,
fun one.
someday.
Later. One day.
If we just decide to, at some point, spend a week, if I decide to spend a week to fix wherever you hike, and you want to build a bunch of modules, go ahead and we'll just add them to the games.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be special redoing Making Games Better week or something. I don't know. I'm not good with names. We'll figure a nice and snappy name out
DLC week.
at that point. It's Fix
The
It Week.
DLC. Where we add content, additional content.
A little more stuff.
Little more stuff. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I think that's pretty much it for this week. Next week, I'm gonna be trying to start modeling things and start on the menus and stuff. Because if we want to have several levels, I'll have to have a level select system. If we want to customize the ducks, we have to have a customized system.
Yep.
So that's gonna be something.
Yep. Definitely.
I have a vague idea on how I want to do the customization, but I don't know yet how that's gonna work.
Yeah, we need to structure that, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, if you can dedicate a bit of time to menu effects and stuff,
Yeah, that would be
that
fun.
would be fun. Yeah.
I kind of want more. I want less simple menus than we had for Robert,
Yeah, definitely.
and I have more
And-
juice, more movement, more stuff.
Yeah, and it's a silly game. That's when we can go a bit stupid with it.
Yeah, we have to go. We can go a little crazy.
All right, that
We'll
works for
see.
me.
Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. We shall see you all pretty soon next week.
next week.
And yeah, let me go back to this screen and launch my playlist thing. Oh, not this video. Yeah, sure, this one. Great. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and we shall see you all next week for some more advancements and progress and stuff.
Definitely.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.